All right, good morning everybody. Thank you for joining me on this Friday morning. Bonjour Rita, bonjour Diane, good morning Cheryl. So this morning for the standing part, you might want to chair for balance. It's optional, yes, just making sure. And then when we go to the floor, you can have, it's just gonna be for one exercise at the end. So have a small Pilates ball, you can have a yoga block, or if you have a small ball that you're using with little kids, you can have that as long as it's not heavy. So we're gonna get started with our feet under our hips. And you're gonna take a deep breath in, and try to stand a little taller and a little lighter on your heels. And then exhale, relax. Try to think about the next one. We're going to try to think about the pelvic floor pulling in. So we're going to inhale, try to go a little taller. Exhale, pelvic floor in. Okay, we're going to do our feet. So same thing, we're going to inhale, exhale, lifting one heel up. Pelvic floor in, making sure your hips are staying even. At the same time that we're doing this, just see how are your feet feeling today, your ankles, your legs. And we're going to lift our arms up and relax your shoulders. I want you to lengthen your core a little bit more, lengthen your arm. Give me a little rotation, so just little movements, little circles I should say. Let's go a little tiny bit bigger, nice and slow. And let's go the other direction. Try to lengthen your arms a little bit more. A little bit bigger. And bring them down. Good. Let's lift the shoulders up and shoulders down. Try to bring them down a little bit lower, then lift them up. A little bit higher, slowly bring them down, and a little bit lower, and let's bring them back to neutral. And we're going to do a little hip opener, so finding your balance on one leg, unlock the knee, bend the other, bring it up, little open, together, touch down to reset as needed. Good, one more. And let's switch leg. So unlock the knee you're standing on, bend the other, bring it in front, open together, touch down to reset as needed. And one more. Good. And we're going to do a little bit more shoulder, so up nice and tall. Let's put your hand on your shoulder, and then you're going to give me circles. So you want to try little circle at first, and then try and go a little bit bigger. So to the front, it's pretty natural. Bringing it to the back though, make sure you're not following your shoulder, so your core is nice and straight, and you're trying to draw those bigger circles. Let's go the other direction, little. And then a little bit bigger. And bigger. Good, and relax. Other side. Up nice and tall, little circles, whichever direction you started. So if you started one way, I'm going the other way, don't worry about it. And a little bigger. And then let's go the other way. A little bit bigger. And bigger. Good. And relax. Okay. So we're going to do it a little bit more balance with our knees up. So we're going to inhale. On the exhale, we're going to lift the knee up, pelvic floor in, nice and strong core. Inhale, push that foot down. Exhale, bring it up. Inhale, push the leg down. And then even when you're touching, don't just release. Push the heel down. One more time on each side. Inhale down. And again, exhale up, inhale down. All right, and we're gonna bring our hands up just behind your head here, so I'm not pulling forward, they're just touching. This is really uncomfortable for your shoulders. You can have your hands out here, that's fine. Up nice and tall, make sure you're not sending those hips forward. So here, let's inhale. On the next exhale, draw the pelvic floor in, and you should feel your abs engage a little bit more. Squeeze the glutes a little bit. Inhale. Exhale, pelvic floor in, maintaining your hips in place. You're going to rotate to one direction. Inhale. And Cheryl says she can't see me. Okay, sorry, I just seen that. Bring it back to center. And let's do that one more time per side. And last one. All right, relax. I'm gonna check I saw a messenger pop in, and so maybe it is, okay, everybody. So just write, Cheryl, I don't know if you can hear me. Is everyone else able to see me? Just checking to see, because I can end the stream and I'll have to send a link for a new one, but I could do that if that doesn't work today. It says good connection. Okay. Yes, perfect. Sorry about that. Okay, so we'll keep going, and then hopefully Cheryl can see us as well. And if not, I'll send her a link to a different one. Okay, so you're up nice and tall, a little rotation. So we warmed up our side. We're gonna do little mini deadlifts. So here, feet are under your hips. I want you to unlock your knees. Hands are just gonna be here. I want you to have your upper body nice and long, and then your shoulders are in their little pockets, the shoulder blades in their little pockets. As we're going forward, I want the shoulders to stay in that neutral position. So we're not rounding forward, but we're not pulling them back either. So keep that upper body nice and tall, shoulders in that neutral position, and your neck as well. It will have a tendency to look up or look down. So we're gonna follow a line on the wall, keeping that nice straight line with our upper body. So we're gonna inhale on the way down and hinging at the hip. Good. And then you go to where it works for you. Then I want you to press into your heels, squeeze your glutes, pelvic floor, and exhale up. You're gonna do that a few more times. Unlock your knees and bringing it down. Okay, so everybody can see me. So that's perfect. Let's go again, a couple more times. You're gonna inhale down, pressing into your heels, keeping that back straight, focusing on the lengthening between your tailbone and the top of your head. So lengthen, your abs are gonna be engaged, press into your heels, squeeze the pelvic floor, come on up. Let's do that one more time, inhaling down. So here, if you had a big weight, it would be the same thing. We wouldn't want the shoulders here, so shoulders in their pocket, and pressing up. Good, relax those shoulders. We're gonna go a little bit wider. So my feet are pretty much parallel. If it's uncomfortable for you, you can open your toes a little bit. Just don't go into that plie position. No plies today. So almost parallel or parallel. And then here we're gonna keep our hips in place. You can have your hands on your hips. We're gonna inhale. On the next exhale, we're gonna rotate gently the upper body forward, keeping these hips in place. Inhale to center. Exhale, rotate. Inhale to center. Exhale, rotate. So you want that core nice and long. There's no curve in it. There's a natural curve, but I'm not bending forward. So you're up nice and long, little rotation. Center. So I'm not forcing either way, not going back more or forward, and center. Good, relax those shoulders, relax your core a little bit. We're gonna go into that deadlift position that we just did, but with our legs open. So here, straight core, legs in the same position. We're gonna inhale, your knees are unlocked, so we don't wanna press them back, knees are unlocked. Straight core, think about the length from the tailbone to the top of your head, shoulders in their neutral position. Inhale, on the way down, nice long neck. Exhale, press into the heels, squeeze the glutes, pelvic floor up, and come on up. So let's inhale down. Press into your heels, squeeze the glutes, exhale up. Couple more times, inhale down. And remember that pelvic floor in, squeeze the glutes, exhale up. Pressing into your heels too, one more time. Down, nice neutral position. Press into your heels, squeeze your glutes, pelvic floor in, up. Good, relax a little bit, stay in that position. Relax your shoulders. We're gonna go and add a little rotation here. So we're gonna bring our arms up, and here we're gonna keep it nice and long. Little rotation forward. So inhale, on the exhale, rotate forward. Follow a tiny bit with your hips, but we don't wanna squeeze the low back or squeeze the shoulders. Bring it back to center on the inhale. Exhale, pelvic floor in, rotate. Straight back. Inhale, center. Exhale, one more on each side. Center. Exhale. Center. Good. Relax your arms, relax your shoulders. We're going to bring them back and do that deadlift with your arms straight up. So nice and long. And we're going to inhale on the way down. Press into your heel. Exhale. Press it up. So I'm making you work on your back as well here. Nice posture, straight back. Inhale down. Pressing into those heels. Exhale up. Inhale. So we don't want to squeeze the shoulder blades together. I want the shoulder blades in the little pockets. Lengthen, pull up, lengthen your core. Now keep that position, unlocking your knees. Inhale down. I know I'm making your brain work a lot this morning. Press into your heels, pelvic floor, and up. There's a good reason for it. And inhale down. And pressing up. And relax. Relax your shoulders. Let's bring the legs in and just move around a little bit. Just relax. So we're going to combine all of this together. So a little wider. Arms up. Shoulders in, but not squeezed. You're going to lengthen. Good. Then we're going to inhale. We're going to exhale, rotate. Good. Lengthen, bending your knees, reaching towards the corner. Press into your heels, come on up. Center, lengthen. Refine that little stretch here as you're lengthening. Rotate, lengthen. Unlock your knees. Bring it, reaching, so you're reaching your hips towards the back as this front arm is reaching towards that corner. Make sure you're not looking up in that corner. Pressing into your heels, exhale, up. One more time per side. Lengthen, reach, unlock the knees. Exhale, rotate. And then inhale, reach. Exhale, press into those heels, squeeze the glutes, come on up. One more time. Lengthen. Exhale, rotate. Lengthen, inhale, press into those heels, exhale, up, and relax. Relax your shoulders. All right, that's enough for the back work, for your upper back, because I know all around those shoulders working really hard. Great for posture, especially if you're sitting a lot. We tend to curve forward, especially on the sofa. So we'll try to rebalancing it. All right, a little bit more balance here. I'm just gonna put back my clock here so that I tend to get carried away, right? Whenever I don't have my clock close by. Because time goes by so quickly. Feet under your hips up nice and tall. We're gonna exhale. We're gonna lift the knee up. So you're gonna have your hands on your hips. We're gonna lift the knee up. We're gonna stay up. Good, so you can have a couple of fingers on the chair here if you need to. We're gonna inhale, On the exhale, I want you to lengthen that leg. Again, couple fingers on the chair as needed. Inhale, press it down. Good, let's put it down, switching legs. So you can be a little closer to the chair as needed. Up nice and tall. Let's exhale, lift your knee up. Stay here. Inhale, exhale, pelvic floor in, extend the leg. Inhale down. And bring it down. All right, we're gonna do it a little bit faster. Up nice and tall. Let's exhale, bring that knee up. And then extend. Inhale down. Exhale, up. Other side. So we're not sinking in. You have to transfer your weight over a little bit. Extend, press. But we're not sinking into that hip. The knee is unlocked. Good. Let's stay here for a second. Relax. You can keep your hands here or have your hands behind your head. So we're going to go nice and slow again. Bring it back to that staying up. Let's inhale. On the exhale, lift the knee up. Stay here. So if you were needing the chair, keep your hand on the chair. Exhale, extend. Press it down. Switch, exhale up. Stay. Inhale. On the exhale, extend. Inhale down. Good. Let's try to make it just a little bit faster. If it doesn't work with your breathing and you want to keep it at that pace, go ahead. So inhale, on the exhale, lifting the knee, extending, inhale down. Switch, exhale. Pressing, switch, exhale. Inhale, and switch, exhale. Inhale. And relax. Good. Relax those arms. Relaxing your shoulders. Okay, and we're going to do a few, we're already at, have a few more exercise standing before we go to the ground. So we're going to stand next to the chair. We're going to do that a little bit more for your glutes here. So up nice and tall. You're going to find your balance on one leg. So your right leg, you're going to straighten your left. I want you to flex that foot here and lengthen your leg. And you're going to think up nice and tall, but this is going to be working more than your back. So hand can be on the chair. I want you to focus on lifting that leg up to where it's going to go. And then press it down. Good. We're going to keep the same leg for a few repetitions. Up nice and tall. I want you to focus on pressing the heel up. Don't think about your upper body coming down. As you're pressing the heel up, we don't want to squeeze the low back, so your upper body is going to come down. 2 fingers on the chair as needed. Press that foot back down. So you're exhaling up. Lengthen. Exhale. Pressing that heel up. Inhale down. Good, relax, and let's do the other leg. So unlock the knee. We work the upper body enough today, like we're not going to add the arms. So you're unlocking the knee, straighten this leg, and then inhale on the exhale, pressing up. Inhale down. You can test it without the chair. So if my balance is a little bit iffy today, I'm just going to inhale on the exhale. I'm going to press up, and if that's all I get, that's okay. Press it back down. And exhale up. And maybe every time you'll be able to go a little bit higher. Inhale down. But give it a try. If you're really unbalanced as soon as you leave the fingers off the chair, then just keep them there. That's okay. It'll come. And the more we practice, the better we get. So up nice and tall. We're going to unlock our knee. Straighten your right leg. Your left leg. Oh, yeah. Okay. So whichever leg you have behind you, it's fine. Flex your foot up nice and tall. Let's do a little pendulum. So you're lifting, a little touching, lift, press up with the heel, touch. So this here is not going forward on the down. So you're pressing up. Here, think about pressing down, pressing up, pressing down. 2 fingers on the chair as needed. Press it up, press it down. Good, relax, shake it out. Other side, unlock the knees, straighten your other leg. Up nice and tall. I want you to press up, press down. So basically you have a nice straight line from the top of your head to your heel, and that line is not breaking. And you're pressing up, press it down. Pressing up, your hips are the hinge. One more time. Press it up and down and relax. All right, we're gonna roll down, rolling down to the floor. So make sure you have the ball or your yoga block close by so we don't have to get up again to go get it for the end sequence. Okay, so we're gonna roll down slowly, and I'm gonna do a couple rolling down, rolling up, and then we're going to the floor. We're gonna be on our doing some push-ups. I know they have to be back in at some point. So push-ups and then side plank, and then we're going on our back. So if being on your back does not work for you on the floor, this is the last little movement standing. So feet under your hips, you're gonna unlock your knees and then gently roll down. I want you to think about a little ball under your chin. So I'm not just squishing my chin down. So you're rolling up and over that little ball. And then same thing, you're rolling a little bit up and over that little ball, that would be at your belly. And rolling down to where it feels nice, you're unlocking your knees. Good. And then, so here you're gonna inhale. On the next exhale, pelvic floor in, press your heels into the floor. Roll up one vertebrae at a time. Bring the shoulders up, roll them back. And then I want you to lengthen your core. Good, and relax. Let's do that again. We're gonna roll all the way down to the floor. So if that's it for you today, just roll up the same way we just did, and I hope you have an awesome day. If not, then follow me up, down to the ground. So up nice and tall and rolling over that little ball under your chin, and over that little ball under your chest, and gently down. Now here, relax your shoulders, relax your neck, unlock your knees, then roll down a little bit further. Now if your body says that's it, that's all we get, because we got a nice stretch in our hamstring, nice stretch in our back, then bend your knees until you can touch the floor. Now I want you to think about your hips, so press into your heels, squeeze a little bit your glutes, think about the hips being supported up. You should feel your abs engage a little bit, and then we're gonna walk forward gently. So you're not falling on those hands, you're engaging your body, supporting its weight as you're walking forward into a plank position. And then here, just bring it down to your knees. So here, your hands are gonna be right under your shoulders. They're right here. I want your pinkies out a tiny bit. So we're not out here, they're just a little tiny bit out. So then when we're bending, the elbows are gonna touch the inside of my upper arm, is gonna touch this side of my body. So let's stabilize those. Make sure you're putting the weight in your entire hand, not just at the joint of your wrist. And so we're gonna inhale on the way down. So you're gonna go to where you can for today. So you're on your knees, inhale down. Good, and then exhale up. You can keep it on the knees or you can go on the toes. If you're on the toes and you're feeling those hips sink, please bring them back to the knees. Inhaling down. Exhaling up. One more. Let's inhale down. Exhale up. Good. And let's go on our side. We're going to be into a low plank, giving our wrist a little rest. So your elbow is under your shoulder and you're going to be into either a modified or a full plank. So you're going to have your knee bent here, And upper leg extended, and let's lift. Now make sure your knee is pretty much in line with your shoulder. It's not here in front, it's just in line here. You can stay here or you can extend the leg and bring it into a full low plank. And then we're gonna bring our arm up. And then we're gonna bring it down and pass it under. And then you're gonna inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. And exhale down. Good. Inhale up. And lower your hip. And relax. Good. Let's come up. Relax your shoulder. Okay. And we're going to do 3 more push-ups. So here into that push-up position. Hands underneath your shoulders. And you're going to open up those fingers to each side. Either in that modified or full. Just make sure your back is in that neutral position. Let's inhale down. Exhale up. Again, inhale down. Exhale up. One more time. Inhaling down. Exhale up. Okay, come on up. Relax your wrists. And we're going to go on the other side. So we've got our elbow underneath our shoulder. And we're going to lengthen our leg. You can bend the lower leg. And we're going to inhale on the next exhale. We're going to lift. Again, align your knees so you have that nice straight line and that shoulder is right over your elbow. You can lengthen to be on that full plank. You can have your legs crossed or on top of the other, whichever leg you prefer in front. And you're going to bring that arm up and then bring it down. Let's inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. And exhale down. Reaching under. Inhale up. And lower the hip. Good. And let's relax that shoulder. Perfect. We're going to go on our back for the rest of the workout. So here, I want you to think, we're going to start with our knees bent. So rolling down, and you want to have your shoulder blades in their little pocket and your back into that neutral position on the floor. So make sure you're not pressing the spine in. So shoulder blades in and relax your neck. Now here, if you're like this because it's a little tight in the back, then put a pillow under your head for all of these here. And I'm just trying to think of what I have on my list. And you'll be okay today with the pillow under your neck for all of them. So just put a little tight, we don't want a big pillow, just a little tiny one to release the tension in your neck. So we're gonna inhale on the next exhale. We're gonna bring one knee up, pelvic floor in. Let's inhale, next exhale, knee up. We're gonna hold our knees in place here, hands to your side. And we're gonna move our arms, inhaling for 5 counts, exhaling for 5 counts. So I'm gonna let you count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm gonna keep talking. So I do lose count and I do lose the breathing in this one if I try to do it all. So make sure you're inhaling, exhaling. Good. So you can keep the knees bent here, or you can slowly extend one leg. Keep your count. So if that one leg is working, then let's switch leg. Good. Let's bring both knees in. You also have the option to lift the upper body. So we're going to think nice and long spine. And on the next exhale, you're going to lift your head and shoulders off the ground. Just the upper part of your shoulders. I'm not pushing my whole core into the ground here. Your back is staying into that neutral position. So if you're happy here, you're going to lengthen one leg. If that's not working for you, go back to the knees bent. Or go back to the head down. Let's switch leg. Good. And let's bring the knees in, head down. If one leg was working for you, let's extend both legs. And then you can lower them to where it's working. Make sure the upper body, the back is not curving up. Good. If that's working for you, then lift the leg. So here you can play with this one. If you're getting tired, bring one knee in. Breathe. And then switch leg. Then extend. Sometimes you just need that little tiny break. If you're feeling that in your low back, bring the knees in for a minute. Oh, we're not going to be here for a minute, so for a second. And then extend again. If you're feeling that into your neck, put your head down. Good. Bring your knees in, grab your knees, relax your head, just shift your hips, and relax your shoulders. Perfect. All right. We're going to do a little roll up and forward. So here, shoulder blades are in the little pocket. When you're extending your legs, sometimes the back wants to come up. So make sure you're placing your body so that you can, don't be shy to just move around to place your body so that you are kind of comfortable in this position and your back is not arched. I talk about the chest. So sometimes when we're on the floor, this is okay, but then this wants to open to create more space. So try to keep your rib cage in place. So here we're going to do the little roll up. So let's bring your arms back. Exhale, bring them behind you, keeping the rib cage in place. Good, let's inhale, bring the arms up. On the next exhale, so you're going to bring your knee in. Next exhale, we're going to press that foot forward and roll up. And then here, flexing your feet, lighten, rolling over. So imagine a little ball underneath your belly. I want you to roll over, not towards your toes, but just above. Nice little stretch underneath your hamstring. And bring it back. And your push-ups are coming back. So here, you can bend your knees and hold on here as you're rolling down, our hands on the floor. So do the variation that works for you today, or rolling down. Make sure you're not sticking your spine back. So you're rounding here, but think about the muscles on each side of your spine. And then looking up, imagine somebody's holding you up and you're slowly rolling down. Good. And then here, place those shoulder blades and exhale. Extend those arms, maintain the rib cage in place. Good. And the arms don't have to go touch the ground. Inhale, bring your arms back up. Then exhale, roll up. Use the variation that works for you today, whether you're using one leg to reach a little forward or your hands on the ground. A little reach here. Let's bring it back, down, nice and controlled. Exhale on your way down. Good. And inhale. Exhale, rib cage in, bring your arms back. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, looking up at the ceiling. And up. Good, and here we're going to add a little bit of a different stretch. So reaching forward, up and over, reach. And then reach towards your feet. Look at your knees. Nice little stretch for your back. And bring it up. Good. And let's bring your knees up. Sorry, I just looked at the time. Relax your shoulders. Let's put them in their little pockets here. And we're going to incline back. Now at any point, bring your feet back down. Okay, so this is a hold. And already here, you're working your abs. So focus on your breathing. Inhale. On the exhale, pelvic floor in, engaging your abs. Let's inhale. On the exhale, lift one knee up, one foot off the ground. Good. Inhale down. Exhale, other foot. Inhale down. So you can keep going with this variation, or on the next exhale, so take the time to inhale, exhale, both feet up. Good. Now, we're going to alternate legs in front. Again, feel free to put one heel down at any time. So inhale, on the exhale, extend one leg. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Inhale. I'm going to add a little twist here. Let's bring your feet down, up nice and tall. Relax first, little shifts. Okay, so when we add the little twist, I don't want that curved position. We want to stay up nice and tall, little rotation. So you want that length first, then rotate. If you're losing the length in the rotation, just skip the rotation, that's okay. Up nice and tall. On the next exhale, lift the legs up. You can have the option to have one heel on the ground as you're extending the leg, rotating towards the bent knee. Inhale to center, heel down, exhale, rotate. Inhale to center, you can keep both heels off the ground. Exhale, center, exhale, center. So I find it easier if I slide my hands down here and then extend. With the other, you're exhaling as you're rotating, inhaling to center. Good, let's bring those legs down and relax here. Just round out your back. Give me some little stretches. All right, and we're gonna grab the ball and then we're gonna roll down to the ground. So yoga block ball. If you don't have anything, that's okay too. So here, let's extend our legs and roll down as we're exhaling. Nice and controlled. And place your shoulder blades in the little pockets so you're nice and comfortable. Here too, if you need to, you can have the pillow under your neck. We're gonna bend the knees. And then you're gonna exhale, bringing the knees up and lengthen your legs. So if your legs need that little bend, that's okay. We're gonna flex our feet. And then here, you're going to put the ball on your foot, so on your leg. So even if your knee is bent a little bit here, that's okay. So we're going to inhale, and on the exhale, I'm going to show you from the side. So we're here, and you're going to have one arm out, and you're going to inhale on the way down, maintaining the ball here, and exhale, switch. Now this leg stays up to the ceiling. It will have a tendency to want to open to maintain your balance. You're going to have to work your abs here. And sorry, we're going to inhale to center, exhale out. So take a little break, bring your knees in, and relax here. We're going to do a couple per side, relax, and then do a few more. So let's lengthen those legs. Again, if they're a little bent, that's okay. And hand here, you're going to go to where you can before you start falling or seeing that your top leg is going the other way. So it doesn't matter how far you go, work those abs, and let's inhale. On the exhale, pelvic floor in. Let's drop the leg gently. You're not dropping it, you're bringing it down. Inhale to center. Switch, exhale. So this hand can be out or here. One more per side. Last one on this side. Good, bend the knees, relax, give me a little shift. All right, we're gonna do 2 more per side. So you do what you can for today. I know your inner thighs are working quite a bit in this one. Your abs are working a lot too to maintain that position. So I want your back in that neutral position, and it's gonna stay there the whole time. Let's lengthen the leg, flex your feet, and let's actually do it with the feet pointed this time. Hand on the top of the ball or the yoga block. And if you don't have the ball, you can just touch your leg here. This just adds a little extra instability for your arm. So let's inhale. On the exhale, bring that leg down. It's actually helping keeping that leg in line, I find. It just brings a little bit extra focus because you're busy enough looking at your other leg, making sure it's not falling over as you're exhaling out. Inhaling to center, other side, exhaling out. Inhale to center. Good, bend your knees and just shift your hips here, just relax. All right, we're gonna stay on our back for a second here. You're gonna bring your knee in, give me a little shift here, just relax that hip. Let's bring your ankle on your knee. Grab the top leg, bring your left knee a little towards you. Add that little shift, release the low back here. Try to keep your neck and shoulders relaxed. Good, and release. Let's switch leg. Bring the knee in, relax your hip first. Good, and let's put that ankle on your knee and grab the leg, gently bring it in. Good, add that little shift, just relaxing your low back. And let's bring it down and foot down. All right, we're not gonna work to come up, so you're gonna go on your side here, and let's come up to a sitting position. We're gonna stay with one leg behind, we're gonna stretch a little bit here. So we're gonna grab our back ankle and this end on the floor wherever you need it. Engage those abs so you're not sinking into the low back. Sometimes I see this happening. So depending on your angle, just make sure that you don't have any pressure into your low back, that you're not working really hard with that shoulder here. So grab your ankle, but if it's not working and you need to reach and force that shoulder, grab a strap to grab your ankle. So I want you to be comfortable here, engaging a little bit your abs, engaging your glutes to maintain the hip in place. Gently pull the knee back. Nice little stretch into the front of your leg and release. Let's do that one more time. Engage, gently pulling that knee back. And bring it in. And of course, it's like burpees. We know they have to come back at some point, so push-ups had to come back. I figured today was a good day for that. Let's grab your ankle, gently engage your abs and your glute, and gently slide it back. And release. Good. I know like some of the exercise that I don't really enjoy, often it's because I'm struggling quite a bit. And so once I figure out and I get a little better, then I enjoy them more. So I'm trying to eventually make you enjoy those push-ups. Let's bring it in and relax your shoulders. And hands by your side and gently lifting, little rotations, sweeping forward. Good, relax the shoulders here, open, we're not opening big. Relax. Bring your arms behind, little lift, release the shoulder, have a look at the floor here. Relax your neck, sweeping forward gently. And then lengthen a little bit your core, let your arms float up. Drop your shoulders, open up your palms, and send your elbows back gently. Good. Relax the shoulders. And we can't forget the neck. So up nice and tall, looking up at the ceiling. Bring it back to center. Lengthen your neck again, then look down at the floor while lengthening the back. Back to center. Relax your shoulders. Lengthen the neck. Slowly look over your right shoulder and just go to where you feel a tiny stretch. And then maybe a little further till you feel again that tiny stretch. And then maybe a little further, maybe not. Let's bring it back to center. Make sure you lengthen again here before you look over the other side. And only to where you feel a tiny, tiny stretch. Then maybe further. And maybe more, maybe not. Bring it back to center. And relax. Shift your shoulders, shift your hips. Good, and release. And thank you for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed some of the new variations and that you still enjoyed the push-ups. Have a great weekend, everyone. Take care.